Plumita, Fire Summer Books. Welcome back to my channel. Today is May's wrap up for the month. I read 5 books. Last book, I spent the month refusing to read it, honestly. So let's kick it off with there. The End of Oz. This is part of the Dorothy Must Die series. The finale book. It got rated a 2. When I tell you, okay, the last time I rated a book a 2, that I actually went in depth in thinking about it, was Slumber by J.L. Wheel, I think it was. Because that book just had no substance at all. It was horrible. This book, the premise of this entire series started off amazingly. Like an update on Dorothy, that Oz is real and everything. Loved it, wanted to read about it. But as each book went on, the writing got worse and worse. And honestly, this book felt like the author just didn't care anymore. That they relied so much on that they made Dorothy Must Die, the first book, so awesome, amazing and everything. And then they just forgot all about this. It took 17 chapters. 17 chapters before it felt like the author from the first book was writing it. And it should not have been that long, that the last 8 chapters is what made this book great. No. Yes, the ending was epic, did not expect it at all. But it shouldn't be just at the end. It should be throughout. It should make you want to continue reading. And this, Caroline B. Cooney's, it's like a 4-book series that I read when I was younger. And I gave the first 2 books, Both Sides of Time and Out of Time, I gave these both a 3-star. Honestly, I can't remember having read these 2. I know for sure I read the last 2, but I don't remember reading these 2 at all. And if I had remembered these, I probably wouldn't have read the rest of the series. Yes, it was good. And probably because this was written for, the late 90s and stuff, that it, I could believe it and stuff, but then it's there's just parts of it where it was just ooh, is that, no, it was, I loved the adventure, I loved every part of it, but it just seemed like it was too, even though there were no happy endings in these first 2, it still felt like the characters had a happy ending, if you know. Recommend it for somebody who, it's not a very long read. 2, Prisoner of Time, and For All Time. This we have Annie's brother Todd. And instead of him traveling through time like his sister did and stuff, he brought somebody from the past to him. And his was more realistic. He was I don't know how to explain it, but he was more of a realistic character that wasn't stuck in some fantasy, that he was no, dude, you're gonna do this, no, you're gonna do this. And he was the most relatable character. And I think I already said, but I rated these a 4. And like I said, this one I totally, I remember reading it and I still like it. Then this is the finale to it, where Annie's trying to get back to the past, to Strat, and she goes a little bit further than expected. There's betrayal, there's heartbreak, there's everything. And when you think, I'm not going to give away, but what you think is the end isn't the end. So I would guess, I'd say I have half and half. I half loved this month, I half hated this month. Overall, I got 5 books read, and it is what it is. I at least read, right? So if there's any books that you want more information on, just leave me a comment down below or wherever it's at now. And yeah, that's it. Thanks again for coming. Peace.